all about like what we do when we use, right? And my sponsor used to always tell me, he said, Terry, you have to change your attitude, your ways and behaviors. He said, because you can stop using and you could be clean as hell. He said, but your family still feel the same way about you because you still have the same attitude, ways and behaviors,
Mm.
right? Just like you using.
Mm.
I thank God for sponsorship, man.
Mm.
And I remember it was a meeting in Asbury Park at this place called the Exodus House. It's not there no more. Big meeting, right? And I remember going to the meeting, and my ex-wife, her sponsor, which helped me out a lot. After the meeting, back then they used to go, after the meeting, they used to go to restaurants.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I heard
You
about
know, a
that.
lot of people go to restaurants and they pushing tables together and all of that, right? And she would ask me, she said, Terry, do you want to go to the restaurant tonight with us? And I would tell her no. The next week, she would ask me, Terry, you want to go to the restaurant with us? And I would tell her no. And I would walk away feeling like a little sad puppy, man, that lost their mother. But I really wanted to be there with them, right?
Mm.
The third week, she came up to me and she kind of flipped the script on me. She didn't ask me if I wanted to go to the restaurant. She came out and asked me, she said, let me ask you a question. How come every time I ask you if you want to go to the restaurant, you say no? And I told her, I said, because I said, I'm ashamed. She said, ashamed of what? I said, because I'm 44 years old and I don't have no money. Only thing I had in my pocket was train fare.
Mm.
And you know, I felt less than. I felt ashamed, right? And I said, this is the only pair of pants I got, right? My self-esteem was in the basement. And she looked at me, she gave me a hug, and she said, Terry, we didn't ask you that. We just asked you if you wanted to go.
Mm.
And I went to the restaurant with them, man, and they gave me so much love, man, and it just felt so good. I am ever so grateful to have found a 12-step program, right? I have learned that in this program, right, that I don't have to allow other people's defects make me defective, because I'm powerless over people, places, and things. I'm powerless
Mm-hmm.
over my son. My son is in Northern State Prison right now. I remember the night when my son got shot right in front of my house. I remember the second time my son got shot, right? And like, I couldn't save him.
Mm.
I couldn't save him. I had to let my son go through what he goes through.
Mm.
I
That's
got a
deep.
good friend right now that lives in Flemington. She's in the hospital now. Every time you turn it around, she's ODing.
Mm.
And like our lit just tells us that, you know, we can pray over them, we can do whatever we want, right? But we can't stop an addict from using.
At all.